Hello and welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well, doing good, feeling good, handling all this changing energy well. This is going to be your daily, the next 24 to 48 hours worth of energy, things that you might hear, see, or experience over the next couple of days. From when you watch it, not from when it's uploaded. I don't know. I don't really know all that is going on. I just know, yeah, there's some shocking energy. But yeah. I feel like I can't think today. My thinking cap is not working. I need a new one. I need to recharge it. Something. I'm not sure what is actually going on. I just know the energy around, and I say that often. Like there's lots of energy, and it's swirling, and it's doing this, and it's doing that, and then I look at certain things that may be happening or going on with like placements, and I'm not an astrologer. Just know I feel it, and it's something. So I'm not sure if anybody else is going through that or feeling the stuff, but it's definitely there. So, all right. Let's get started. Angels and guides, what messages do you have, please? First, what do we need to know first? What's coming in? What's happening? I was going to say, I know I sent a card flip, which I did. All right, so the fairy godmother. And gracefully accepting stuff. And going to the next level with initiation. There might be something here that's going on where it's like a helpful lesson. It's a gift. It's a gift for you. The vision that you've always wanted. And just accept it, like going with the flow. Wow. I flipped the deck over and that's what I see. That's a hedgehog. Or it's got a face of a hedgehog. I don't know. That's what I'm looking at here. Hey, Soul Empath. So in the middle, you had, well, when I flipped the deck over, you had the Piper, the connection with Lastuna. What is this here? Okay, so you've got all this stuff going on. This could be exactly what's going on with you and in your energy. Hey, Bailey. You could be feeling all of this. And then you've got this. It's like on the sidelines. I don't know if the two, I don't know. Let me see. Let's talk about this first. What's this up here? The swans. Okay. Maybe it does have something to do with it. It's a gift. It feels like at the end of the day, it's a gift. You're going with the changes. I'm going through changes. Boom, boom. And it feels like complicated. It's complicated. You might say that it's complicated because you love somebody. Wow. And then you got the Autumn Kara. You have the Celtic knot with Autumn Kara. That's love. And the communication. That's what we can build this thing together. Together. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Which is interesting because you have this here. So this probably is having, I think that this is something that you're feeling, but it has everything to do with what's going on here. Too. What's going on with the Piper and the connection with the feminine here? It's like you're waiting for something. And the, okay. This could be a start, stop, a failure, premature, an oops. And it just pops up out of nowhere, reconciliation. It's a gift. Though, again, it's a gift. The Judgment. It feels like at the end of the day, there's love here. And whatever this is with you and this person, it's a gift. It feels like that is important. I don't know. It's weird. I swear it sounded just a second ago, it sounded like somebody was riding a skateboard. Like right outside my window, but nobody is. That's interesting. I don't know what that is. Anyway. Maybe somebody likes skateboards. Maybe they just like that era back in those days. Back in those times. The Devil. And 10 of Cups. Wow. That is like overindulged in the love factor. And 10 of Pentacles. What is going on? 10-10 might be relevant. But the Hermit. What is the Devil? What does the Devil have to do with this? Because you've got the Devil with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. But it is the Piper. Let's not forget that it's the Piper. They might be into music. They know how to get to you through music. It feels like. Tell me about the Devil. What is going on here with this Devil energy? It's a soul contract. It's karma. Oh, it's the karma. It's karma. Which is interesting because even here with this, the Wolverine, that does talk about like inner demons. Which I don't mean like that. I'm not talking like it's like, oh my gosh, I'm not going down that path of this. This is just, it's a King of Pentacles. And 3 of Swords, they are hurting. Or the King of Swords hurt, or the King of Pentacles hurt you. But what am I talking about? There's pain. There's pain in the separation. They're playing their heart song because they're supposed to be all Mr. Reliable. Page of Swords, but they're watching you. 5 of Cups. And wow. Hierophant. And the Chariot. And 6 of Cups. And Temperance. Wow, what is going on? There's a King of Pentacles here. And they see you. And then that's the Judgment. Holy moly. There's a recognition here that you're the Queen of Pentacles to this King of Pentacles. They know it. And they're hurt by something they did. What did they do? What is the point of this? What is going on? What is happening? Show me the actions that are taking place here. Because there is a King of Pentacles, someone that you do have a soul contract with. That's your like 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. It feels like they're in a bad way. Why? What's going on? What happened? They're restless. Something's changed. I already said that, didn't I? They're going through changes. The Round Table. And the Clock. It feels like now they're looking at something where it's like, okay, now I have to do this. I have to put in some sort of work, collaboration. They need to do something here. Hey, Jean, welcome in. They need to focus. And because some sort of pressure's on to laying down another stone. Emperor. It's right there. This feels like, it feels like there's a masculine here who's like, and it might be the music that's making them be affected this way. But it's kind of like, man, if I love her, I love her. If I love her, I need to do something about it. If I love her, I need to do something. What is the action that's going to be taking place here? Feels like you need to take charge. What is this action here? 10 of Pentacles. Holy moly. It feels like commit. I need to commit to this. Ace of Cups. This person who I am talking about here, they're missing the balance. They're missing you. They're missing the balance of things. And it feels like, so their action is they're going to commit to this love. The 10 of Swords and the Lovers. Ouch. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Chariot. It's time to move. And it's time to offer my cup. It feels like there's a masculine here who like is realizing that this connection is a gift. It's a gift. This person is a gift. And I don't want to lose out. I don't want to miss out. So their action is going to be committing to this Ace of Cups. But it's, you've got the 10 of Swords with the Lovers. What is it? Show me the 10 of Swords. What is the 10 of Swords here? Because that's a painful ending. King of Swords. Oh. I need to end the thinking about it. It feels like I need to stop thinking about it and just do it. Hierophant. And 3 of Cups. That's my whole point. And the Ace of Pentacles with the 3 of Pentacles. This person is sitting there like, I need to stop thinking about it. I need to stop thinking about the relationship and just pour into the relationship. This person's a thinker. They overthink everything. And I think that music contributes to it. Every rose has its thorn. I'm hearing the guitar. The guitar is loud in my head. Just like every night has its dawn. 9 of Cups. And it feels okay. See, this person can't stop thinking about you. You've got the overthought with the Queen of Pentacles. This person might even be sitting there thinking about, okay, well, what is a wife? What is a marriage? What is, it's all of this. This person is going through some heavy, heavy thinking. And it's almost like, okay, I just wish. Almost feels like I wish I knew how to hand this over, get something going. You've got the 6 of Swords right here at the bottom of the deck. But it's like, buddy, you need to come on before you lose out. But she's the feminine and this isn't doing anything. Temperance. This whole thing needs to get balanced out. And there's some optimistic here and some adventure. And just, it feels like, just do it. The heart. The heart wants what the heart wants. This masculine just wants things to be balanced. And feels like they also want to do the right thing. But they are, yeah, and that's a big yes. They absolutely do. Whatever it is, it feels like if they go to shoot their shot to you or they tell you, they want it to be a success. But they are constantly overthinking. It's almost like, what is there to think about? You love this person. And they, in fact, love you. So just do it. Make the stable changes that are needed. And it's a wild card. But that's what it is. See. And then I just flip the deck over again. And you got the Hermit, the Compass, and then the Hierophant. Which to me is looking like somebody's sitting there contemplating like, okay, do I stay by myself? and go forward? Is that my true path to just keep going forward on my own? Or do I win in this relationship? Or do I have a victory and achieve this relationship? The book. That's the philosophy. Somebody's going through some philosophy. Dude. Whoever the masculine is in this is, oh my God, you're in so much overthought. It's almost like there's nothing to really think about. It's love. Just feel it. Don't think about it. Just, I don't know. The baggage, but there's baggage here. There's likely baggage. Oh, this person. This is a person, I don't know. They could be a romantic person where they look at stuff and it's like, oh, but it's supposed to be this way or that way. And I want that earth-shaking love and that earth-shaking type of thing. But you're going to miss out on your Queen of Pentacles because of the overthought. And there's a lot of love here. Because even when I asked about that, you've got the 10 of Pentacles here twice. With the Ace, it came with the Ace of Cups. And then behind all of this, it came with the Devil, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Plus, with both the unconditional love, Anam that's like real love. That's like the biggest type of love you could ever want. A part of me just wants to say there's a King of Pentacles here. Whoever this King of Pentacles is, they're hurting themselves by not going forward and having triumph. They would just rather listen to sad music. The every rose has its thorn. It's like, come on, buddy. I don't know. That's probably why it's so complicated. Because you have the yarn, which is like, it's complicated. But I think the only reason why it's complicated is because the masculine is making it complicated. Because in this connection, if you look at this, he's sitting here listening to music. He's sitting here playing. But then you've got this spiritual connection with Las Gunas, and she's ready for it. She's waiting. It's like, okay, whatever, not whatever you say I'm going to do. It's not like that. It's just like whenever you say it's time, okay, let's do this. And they would if they would just get out of their head. This person is in their head way too much. Way, way, way too much. Okay. That was interesting. All right. How about overnight and into the morning? What can you tell us? What happens then? The gloomy doom. Wow. Intuition. It feels like trusting something, that something will pass and all of that. Look, you guys. I'm trying to, okay. I'm a little off. If you guys can tell, I am. I wasn't going to even say anything because I just don't want to. Because I don't, this is a collective, okay? So this isn't readings for myself. It's a collective. And right now I am, and then right when the gloomy doom came out, I know exactly what that is. For me personally, I know what it is. And as to why I took was because I had a cough, a really bad cough, and I wasn't going to during the live. And then yesterday I found out some news. So this right here, I know what this is for me. It'll be different for everybody else or whatever. But I mean, I'm looking at the nighttime, and nighttime does get hard for people, especially if you are missing someone, like your person or something like that. But with me, this, I don't know. It's not about me. I'm not saying that it is. It's just, if you can tell, like with the, I don't know how to explain it, guys. See, I'm struggling. Only because I don't know how to handle it. Everybody handles loss differently. But I didn't want to just not come on and do the live. And I don't actually want it to be distracted by that either. So just bear with me, work with me. Please don't come at me afterwards. But it's just people, everybody has personal things going on in their lives. They do. And that's why I do like doing the dailies, you know, to do the energy check-ins. And we don't understand why things happen and why things are going on and all of that. Nor do people need to justify it. We don't. But there is something here, and I'm saying that because of this right here. So overnight to the morning, it might hit somebody a little bit differently on something that they're trying to work through and go through and stuff. Which makes sense, I guess. Okay, so there's some clarity here with Solace. And you're going to get a physical reaction out of it. Okay. There's a consciousness that you're aware of. That's probably like my whole point as to what I was just saying. There's big energy around this. I think it's because people are supposed to, or we know that we're supposed to handle it. Meaning working through the loss, working through grief, working through all that. I just literally had this conversation. And it feels like somebody is going to feel really down about it, but it's because of the knowledge of it. And somebody might have really bright blue eyes. And it feels like something's, that's my point. It's the glass heart. Oh my God, that's my whole point. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's being transparent and being clear and something. There's a situation here that is delicate and sensitive, and somebody's trying to be sensitive about something that is going on with them. And you've got then there's the woman there. Okay, so you got the Wheel of Fortune with the owl and the woman here, the feminine, and coming back. This really feels like, to me, it feels like there's a feminine here who is aware. They know. They know knowledge about stuff. And it's kind of like trying to be, feels like trying to be supportive, but also knowing, like the Wheel of Fortune, that talks to me. It talks about there's certain things that are out of our control. There's certain things that we can't deal with or give some insight. You might be giving some insight to somebody, something like that. You might be talking to another person about a loss or something that they're going through. And it's something about coming back. My ear is like really itchy. What is this? It feels like giving some wise knowledge or hearing some wise knowledge from somebody. The Three of Pentacles. Making a plan. Collaborating. Ace of Pentacles. In healing. How do you start the healing? How do you make a plan to go to the beginning? Queen of Wands. It's working on something here with the three. It could be three people working on something, but it's to get something going here. And then there is like putting something to rest or sleeping, getting some rest. This is overnight. But you've got this Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, the Sun. This could be a friend. Ten of Cups. This could be family. And the Tower and Death. Okay. So you might know a fire sign that is dealing with something in their family. They just basically went through some sort of, it could have been something that they didn't see coming. Page, the message. You got a message. Somebody gets a message and they feel at a loss with this message that they got. Because it's now permanent change. Something has permanently changed. What? The text. You're at home when this happens and it's at night. Yeah, see, you're at home. That's a house. They might wear a straw hat. A straw hat? What am I talking about? It's the hat. I'm noticing the hat. What is all this? Please tell me what this is. The drum. It's communicate. It's trying to communicate, have balanced communication, or send a clear message. Somebody's trying to say something clearly. And if you notice, I keep stumbling over what it is I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to spit out. And I think, wow. There is an announcement here. And somebody's trying to, it's a delicate situation that needs to be handled with care. This announcement or this communication, it needs to be balanced out. And it feels like somebody's nervous because it changes something. And then you've got the Hermit. It's like somebody's trying to be helpful and they don't know how to be helpful. The Mask. It's a long journey. It feels like it's a road to a long journey here. And it feels like that's all I can really say. Somebody doesn't know what to say here. And it feels like they're trying to be supportive, take the lead. The Star, the strategy, and not seeing clearly. Trying to get more information and get clarity here. It's important documents or something that's a very important detail. Whatever this is, whatever happening during this time frame, it feels like you have to voice this very delicately. And somebody's struggling with trying to do that. They don't know how to. But there's a cause and an effect. It just feels like somebody's beating around the bush, basically to express something or to say something. And yet they're still trying to be persistent, and they don't know if they're making it worse. Ace of Wands. Swords. King of Pentacles. There's other people involved in this. Ten of Wands. There is a heavy burden on this Queen of Wands energy. I don't know what this is. Quite frankly, I really don't know what it is. But you've got the Five of Swords here. And what the Five of Swords is talking about is this is family. This is security. The provider. And then you've got the emotional stability here. And then you've got the Empress, which is motherhood, nature, nurture, all of that. And then you've got the heavy Queen of Wands energy here. Ace of Cups and the Chariot. It feels like no matter what this feels like a conversation that you're having with somebody or somebody's trying to have with you. And it feels like trying to move something forward. Yeah, with this Page of Wands. It feels like trying to reciprocate and move something forward with love. And Feels like somebody's really struggling. 9 of Wands. That's the only one that flipped up. So that's the only one I'm taking. And I think what the problem is that whoever is doing the talking, I think that they keep feeling like, am I helping the situation or am I making the situation worse? Am I being supportive or am I not? It just feels like there's heavy energy around this. Okay. What does it? I don't want to ask that. Down. They are really, really down. They're in the gloomy dooms place. They need to take care of themselves, and they are just. Yeah. Do you know? Okay. Do you remember? I want to say that. I don't know why it's so loud in my head. It feels like the Eeyore effect, which, if anybody remembers who Eeyore was, that was when that was like really depressed. It's unknown as to what the lay of something is going to be, how something is going to take place. Reading the signs. And there's some strategy here. The pillar. And talking. It feels like somebody's just trying to keep the peace while something else is happening. And it's kind of like, I just seen the Yes card in the Fortress, trying to stay in power. But then you've got the lonely, the cabin. Somebody is just, this may be in order for somebody. Okay, let's pull it all back in to understand. Okay, somebody might just be trying to really deal with something and handle something on their own. Okay, and maybe that's how they handle things and they deal with things. And it's almost like, okay, everybody wants to keep checking in, which is nice. It's okay to want to reach out and talk and make sure somebody's doing okay. That is fine. It feels like that's okay and that's fine. But somebody else who's trying to do it, they're uncomfortable because they don't know what to say. This is kind of like that whole thing where, I keep seeing it and I don't really want to talk about that right now, but it feels like when it comes to a point where when somebody loses somebody and they go through a loss like that and they're dealing with grief and you don't ever know what to say. And I think that's kind of what this is, where it's kind of like somebody's dealing with some form of whatever it is, and they're feeling bad about it, or they're feeling down, whatever it is, they're having a reaction from it. And then you have people that come in and they always say like, well, I'm sorry for this. They don't know what to say. I think that's what the struggle is right now. And that's why I keep getting tongue-tied, because somebody doesn't know what to say. And wow, and then I just put the deck and it's the Yes. Somebody's trying to be positive and it's almost like you don't have to say anything. It's okay, I'm fine. Or, it's a crossroads. It's the wine. Developing over time, or there's foggy glasses on there. Maybe one person deals with this where they're drinking and then their vision becomes foggy. They've got mental fog. But then you've got the ladybug. The mountain. Solitude. And somebody else just likes to be by themselves. The devil. To her. The woman. And balance. There's an energy here that's trying, they're staying, okay, I see what that is. They're trying to control and stay balanced in their heart space. This is a feminine. And I think that's why they're trying to be in solitude, because they are trying to manage this on their own. The magician, or not the, why did I say the magician? It's the magnifying glass. Clarity. This is just something where it's like somebody's just trying, they're feeling down about something. And it's like somebody else is trying to talk to them and they get tongue tied. They don't know what to say. How do you know what to say? You know what I mean? It just feels like that. Somebody's struggling right now to be supportive. And it's almost like, the best way how I can be supportive is if I have time. It feels like that is what ends up happening or is being said. What happens instead of me guessing? Tell me what happens after this. Yeah, it could be a friend that has a loss. It could be anything. It could be a loss of a job. It doesn't have to be an actual person. It could play out however it does for anybody how in that way where it's a loss of a job. They don't know how to be supportive. Or loss of a friend or loss of a family. It's something like that. What happens after this? Ace of Cups. Aw. Okay. There is a person who they want to be a hermit. This person loves to be by themselves. Maybe this person wants to be on their own and they just want to read for a bit. And that's how they get through it. I don't know what this is. I'm laughing though because this was my whole point of what I was saying. You've got the King of Swords here with the Hermit energy. They think better when they're by themselves. They heal better. They go inward when they're by themselves. They love that. It's a new emotion for them. So it feels like they just need to handle that first. So that's what's going to happen after all of this. Is somebody's going to go within and just handle it by themselves. 7 of Cups. 6 of Swords. And the Magician. I mean, they have lots of options on how to move forward and what they're trying to manifest here at the Tower through this change. And they start thinking about it, and the Fool. And 9 of Pentacles. It feels like after this, they end up figuring out that, I can do this. Oh, you did? Oh, wow. It is the Ace of Wands. It's a new beginning on how to do something. And I think that's kind of what this is that if this person, yeah, see, I'm telling you, a loss. Somebody's dealing with a loss. 5 Pentacles. And there's the miss you, and they feel just, it feels like this person needs to, it feels like give them time. Whether that's you that's expressing that or needs that, or this person, they need a little bit of time. And I think that they get it. But I think that overnight, because we do feel a lot more emotions overnight. At nighttime, we do. Like if there's a breakup, you don't really necessarily feel it during the day. You feel it more so overnight. And I think that's what's kind of happening here. And somebody's feeling the emotions overnight into the morning. Okay. What do we have right before we come back? Okay, tell me. Oops. The Fairy Godmother again. Okay. It's a clean new slate. You get an honest choice to make. You've got a clean slate. And you can choose this way or that way. Which way are you going to go? The Love. On this journey, I've seen Mickle the Muckle. Okay. Hmm. Hey, twin. Um, in a way, I feel like you might be blindsided by another choice. Because here, there's two in her hand. Two. And then you've got the indecision. In the middle of that, you've got the blank slate. What is this? What is the decision? Making a stable decision. What? Making stable changes and the choice. Oh my goodness. That's my whole point. You have a choice. You're gonna have a choice. The island. What? It feels like out of nowhere something's hitting an island and relocation. What is this? It's a hostile situation. Conflict. Or watch out. Yes. The balance. Feels like teamwork. And the bear. Somebody's got to take charge of something. So make sure something goes smoothly. And it's a decision. And somebody's like, I don't know which way to go here. Satisfied. You will be satisfied with this decision after the fact. Because it's almost like, okay, as luck would have it, we are able to come up with some strategic planning, and it leaves with the chocolate. It's for the next 24 to 48 hours, twin. Collectively, yes. What is this that I'm talking about right here? Feels like out of nowhere. It's Ace of Wands. What's the best way to go for it to be balanced out? And then you're meeting together and everybody's coming together with this plan. There might be hills or a mountain that's relevant. And then see, you come up with this. Everybody comes together and comes up with something to work on something or have something come together. And then you get the Six of Wands, which is then it's like, okay, that's the way we're going to do it. That's the plan. And Judgment. And the Queen of Pentacles. Four of Swords, Two of Cups. And everything calms down. It feels like then everything calms down. Like even the water still. And then everybody kind of, then the rainbow comes. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, because there's so many clouds here and it looks gray and dark. And then the rainbow comes after the decision's made. After the storm. No way. Are we doing that? That is, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think. It's like there's a storm. But then if you look at this moon card, that's like an eclipse. We have the lunar eclipse on Thursday. Right? It's like some storm and then it clears up. This could be energetic storm. I don't know. It's just some sort of storm. that's like moving something forward. This Emperor. I don't know if I like these cards. There's lots of lightning everywhere. The Tower. Okay, what am I talking about here? With all this lightning and whoa. It's the doorbell with the bellows. It infuses something. The lightning is an announcement that was a catalyst out of nowhere. It's unpredictable, the devil. But it's tell me about that. There's something to do with mountains. In some sort of something. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But there's some communication. Oh my God, I do not even know how that song goes, but I just heard it in my head. I heard it through the wire. What in the world am I talking about here? I hear the beat. Who said? Was that Cam? What am I talking about? Kanye. I almost said Keanu Reeves. No, that's not who it is. He doesn't sing. But it is. I heard it through the wire. But I'm hearing the melody. I'm not hearing the lyrics. Or the chorus is what I'm hearing right now. I don't even know what that has to do with anything. And I'm just getting confused. It puts the pressure on to do something now. The avalanche to whatever this is. People are it feels like there's something coming. There's like lightning or something's coming. It's urgent. And it's like it's a whole bunch of stuff being mixed together to where it's uncontrollable. It's the avalanche, but it's coming with the mortal and pestle to where it's like this is something that you want, but it just feels like okay. So the energy, what it is I'm feeling is it feels like it's not a movie. I'm not talking about a movie. I'm talking about a song. I hear the music where I hear the chorus part of the song, which I don't even know what the song is. I think it's Kanye West. I don't even listen to Kanye West. But the wire, I heard it through the wire. That's all I'm hearing in my head. And I hear the melody of it. I don't know what this is relevance to. That's what I'm saying. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But there's something, because I was talking about the lightning, like there's some sort of lightning that comes. And it creates some sort of storm. The Phoenix. It's a complete renewal. Something here. And it's a total transformation. It feels like a wipeout. I don't know what that is. And God, I wish you guys could hear what it is that I'm hearing, and then you'll understand what it is I'm saying. I don't even know what that song has to do with anything. I don't know where the relevance to see of it is. I have no idea what it is. But it is loud. What is the point that I'm getting to for this? But I mean, you've got the honesty with the okay. See, we're getting jumbled, and that something might be getting jumbled up. Yeah, through the world. That has to be. Or was it Jay-Z that sang that song? No, it was not. Okay. It was not Jay-Z. I don't listen to that stuff. But I'm just hearing the chorus of it. But it's not even the chorus. It's just the melody. It was Kanye. Okay. But I'm just, I don't know I don't even know what that song's about. I don't know even why it's relevant to this. All I know is I heard that. And it's still going. What am I actually talking about here? And why do I feel like I'm getting upset about it? The star. It has to do with the, no. I was going to say it has something to do with the doctor. No, it does. What? It's a nurse. Right there. But I don't know what I'm talking about. Judgment. And something ending. It's the final chapter. Death. What is going on here? I don't know. I'm getting freaked out. And I don't need to get freaked out. It's the Six of Cups. Oh, okay. It's a change to the past. It's like that was the final chapter. That book is closed. Is that what that song was about? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just know, like, when the lightning strikes, then I guess that means something's done with. The healing process, all of that is done with. And it was the final end. It's the final chapter. It is the permanent change from something from the past. Six of Cups. Okay, hold on. I'm reading this. To the fire, to the limit, to the wall. What's the chance to be? What? That's the song? Really? That's what that song is? I'm gonna have to listen to that after this. I have no. The fire. Wait a minute. I kept saying the lightning. What did the lightning mean? That's when that song came in. When I asked what the lightning was. You guys. That's the chorus. Okay. Yeah, because see, that's the part I'm hearing, and I just hear that like loud. Really? Okay. You guys, my mind just got blown here a little bit. Not because I don't really know what it is that's going on, but it is something through the wire. Which, if you think about it, what is lightning? Lightning is energy. That's energy. So something's coming from the sky and it's doing something. Okay. But it's what you give. It's not what you got, it's what you give. Huh. It is being honest, intact, and there's some sort of freedom in this adventure, in this polishing up some skill. And all of this is connected because it was through the wire, I guess. You guys, all I really know, if I'm being honest, because I really have no idea what it is that I'm talking about. I have no idea. I'm not even going to act and pretend like I know what, if anything's even making sense coming out of my mouth. Okay. Something is going to be like a phoenix. Something is going to, it feels like a storm. There's a storm coming, or there's a storm happening, and it could be up in the clouds. And then it's like the lightning strikes, and it brings it down. And that moon is still sticking out to me, but I think that's because that's what's supposed to be happening. What happens after all of this? Because I'm just confusing myself. And if I'm confusing myself, I don't want to confuse everybody else that's watching. What happens after all of this judgment and being honest and hearing something from through the wire and communication? You find out information. Information gets found out. And it feels like you watch. And I mean, even look at the expression on her face. She's like, what? I don't know if you're supposed to. I mean, we're not supposed to get nervous. Okay, you adapt to this. It's the balancing. Justice. You balance. You balance something out. And I don't want to say something so cliche like you balance out karma. I don't want to say that. You leave the past in the past. The Magician. And Nine of Cups. And then your wish that you want ends up coming. You guys, I have no idea what this is. I guess just let it play out for you before we come back. But this just feels like somebody's just sitting there like, you know what? It's not what you got. It's what you give. It is. It doesn't matter how many things that you have in your garage. It's how, isn't that a thing? That is a thing. People don't remember you for what it is that you have. They remember you for how you make them feel. Why do I feel like I'm going off on this big, huge philosophy thing? I have no idea. I have to watch like that whole entire thing back because I want to be like, am I losing my grip to what's going on? And it might quite literally be like something that's like, it shocks something to your core. Because there's a storm. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know what this is. This just feels like, okay, so long story short, it feels like there's a storm. There's something, and I'm seeing these mountains. I'm seeing mountains, and it could be the cards, but I'm just saying. I'm seeing the mountains. Or something with water. And there's a storm. But after all of the storm, the water becomes calm. It balances out. So it feels like somebody, I don't want to say ride the wave. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like people are coming up with this judgment on how they come together in a group. There's groups of people here. And it's like they come together in a group to make a plan. Or they do something and then they choose a path. And it's about some sort of storm. Man, I hope it's not literally. Because in my head, I keep hearing that it's a storm, it's a storm, it's a storm. It doesn't have to be literally. But in my head, I'm really hoping that it's not because I don't want to deal with the storm. This doesn't have to be a literal storm. This could be a spiritual storm. I don't know what it is. I just know it is, as luck would have it, there's a strategic plan in place and you're satisfied with it after the fact. I don't know. Guys, I really just, I don't know. I just know it's something through the wire and it's not what you got, it's what you give. And it's a storm. Oh my gosh, this is a whole lot. Oh, really? Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. It does feel like it's a storm. It does. And I don't know what that is. There's even something here about like relocation and the tornado and isolation. It's an island. I don't know what I'm even talking about, guys. I really don't. But if that is what it is, everybody please stay safe. I have no idea what this is and what I'm talking about. So, okay. All right, well, I will leave this here because I don't know. It just honestly, it feels like just let it play out. Don't get nervous. Don't get any of that. Just let the energy play out because it could be something completely off and maybe only a few things. You might even just hear the song. That's how it kind of works for me sometimes. So don't. It's fine. Everything is fine. It just feels like a swirl. There's a swirl and a lot of energy going on, and it has something to do with the eclipse, and it has something to do with mountains, and I don't know. So, okay, I'm going to leave this here. I will come back on for questions in just a minute if anybody wants to do that. And for those of you who are not going to come back on for questions, thank you so much for coming and watching this, whatever this was that happened here, because I can't even tell you what it was. So thank you for that, and thank you for your support. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And for the others of you who will be coming for the questions, I will see you in just a few. All right, bye guys. Thanks.